Awaken, thy tarnished, and recover the guidance of grace. For thou is totally wasted from last night, and must recover thy strength. And when thy strength have been recovered from thy night on the town, fulfill thy destiny by journeying on a magical horse to defeat the demigod. Your first opponent will be Godric the Grafted, a member of the golden lineage and notable builder. After you've defeated this mighty Lego, as brave Tarnish you venture into the Rhea Lucaria, hidden lair of the nerds, and defeat an emo chick. Once you have vanquished her soul, Redan awaits, a mighty warrior with an even mightier case of dementia and a disabled horse. Only the greatest may claim his soul, but once you do, a bunch of rejects and pseudo-gods follow. From volcanic manors to the land of the giants, your final destination is Leyndell, so don't hold your laurels, dear Tarnished. For Leyndell, poor Tarnished, is where you'll face another disabled man, / woman, and a elden beast. Born in the murky swamplands of Mirkwood, Tim was destined for a life of violent crime, fish tech dealing, and eventually prison to serve justice. So when he was mistakenly arrested, not for his enterprise, but for trying to cross a border and taken to the scaffold with a famous rebel, or let's say he was shot. Tim would not die this day, however, but things would not turn around as he expected. You see, Tim was saved from the scaffold by a dragon attack. After escaping the invading dragon with one of the potential executioners, Tim ventured to the town of Whiterun to deliver news of the attack. After assisting in the defense of Whiterun and collaborating with a mysterious set of nonces, Tim discovers he is the Dragonborn, the top D himself. And so Tim, a common criminal, puts down his fish net for good and ventures throughout Skyrim to save the world from a very angry dragon. After a disastrous divorce and failed music career, Gerald was down his luck. Gambling, sleeping in spaceports, and stealing Terebrew was his life, until he saw an opportunity to rebuild himself from the ashes in an Argos extractor advert for inexperienced mining recruits. So he accepted it and arrived on the mysterious new planet, full of hope and low on credits. When, on his first day, he was asked to go into a mysterious room with scientifically impossible gravity readings, Gerald was skeptical, but he remembered that the gig was cash only, and so his wife could not use the money to bid up his child support. So with nervous anticipation, he entered the room and grabbed the ethereal minerals in the center of a bunch of floating rocks. After experiencing a vivid acid trip and then passing out, Gerald was happy to find that he had in fact not been roofied, and neither his modesty, trousers, or precious Pokemon cards had been taken. Unfortunately for Gerald, this was not the end of his trouble. Born to a sea communist and raised by a senior member of a military dictatorship, Luffy was destined to have daddy issues. And like many other men with daddy issues, Luffy would descend into a life of crime under the influence of an older criminal role model. Pirateering was Luffy's crime of choice, and so he set out to find a crew. After defeating a lesbian named Alvida and teaming up with a smaller lesbian named Kobe, Luffy, in his search for a strong male role model, decided that a sociopathic bounty hunter should be his first companion. And so in comes Zoro. The two would bond in typical criminal fashion by launching a raid on a military base. But wait, the crew's raid is assisted by a hot woman. So Luffy decides that it would be a good idea to bring her along, but at plot twist, she's working for a black guy. Sorry, fishman named Arlong, and not consensually. So after a series of showdowns, the crew, with the help of a pathological liar and a Ken, destroy a trap house and leave Arlong